Hey, how you doing? I've not really planned this video out in any great detail, and I suspect that's going to become quite clear quite quickly. The main reason I haven't planned this video out is because it's not really about me or kind of my stuff. It's about you guys. I want to ask you a few questions. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about this channel recently. Those of you that follow my Instagram, and I know there's a few of you, Zach, I'm looking at you, mate, know I've been away. And normally when I go away, because I go to the same place, I go to the Isles of Scilly, I make some videos about the history of the Isles of Scilly, because I think it's fascinating. There's a lot of military history there that is not really known anywhere else. There's a lot of stuff there that was it's kind of unique. Some amazing things that I'd love to make videos about, but the videos from there never do well. They're always, very badly performed. So I just, this time, decided I wouldn't bother, to be honest. I didn't really see the point in logging all the gear out and making videos that no one was going to watch. And that kind of got me to thinking that I don't really know where this channel's going. Now, I guess I need to say a few things. I need to say that if at some stage this channel had become big, successful, hugely successful, and I was able to throw myself into it and make it my living, I would be immensely happy. I would love to do that. I'd love to be able to say, yeah, this channel's actually earning enough money that I'm able to give up the day job and I'm able to focus on this kind of thing that's been a passion of mine for decades. Throughout my whole life, as a small child I was into martial arts, and as soon as I discovered European martial arts, I don't know, I fell head over heels in love yet again. And yeah, the idea that it would be possible to make a living doing that would just be fantastic. But I think that, 10 years down the line, 300 and some videos, has shown that the chances are this channel's never really going to be that kind of channel. And I guess that's okay. And I've tried a few different things. I've tried things to see if we can kickstart it. I've tried making videos on historical subjects rather than, purely recreational violence. They've never done particularly well. I've tried making, funny videos, and they've never done particularly well. I've made a few videos that are just me being a bit ranty, sharing an opinion, but in reality, I struggle with that as a concept. I've always tried very hard to keep this channel quite factual, quite evidence-based, and when I'm telling you something, what I'm doing is I'm sharing knowledge that I've gained with you. I'm not just saying this is what I think, therefore it must be right. There are a lot of people that do that, and they do very well off that, but it's not really me. And I think that, doing stuff that isn't authentically me isn't a good way to make the channel a success. So, yeah, probably not going to do that. I've tried following YouTube trends. For a while, YouTube was throwing videos of reactions at me, people reacting to stuff. Really relatively new channels that had kind of come out of nowhere and were just reacting to everyday stuff. American couples reacting to British comedy, a music teacher reacting to a different genre of music, that sort of thing. YouTube was literally throwing these videos at me in the recommendations all the time. So I watched a few and thought, well, okay, I can see why. The production values of some of these channels was really bad, yet they were doing really well. So I thought, well, let's do some reaction videos. So I did. And one or two of them have done quite well, one or two of them have done quite badly. They're quite labour intensive, to be honest, if you want to do them well, and I kind of do, Video is effectively my living, even if it's not my personal YouTube channel. I'm working with a number of other people out there. We do a lot of video business, commercial stuff, make a lot of case study videos, a lot of online courses, that kind of thing. So I can't make video that doesn't meet a certain standard. I can't bring myself to do it. It's not going to happen. But what that means is, say, a 20-minute reaction video to something that I've seen on YouTube is probably a couple of days worth of work editing full time. And that means that I'm not then working on the business. So, that's why there's not been so many of them around recently. I love the historical stuff. Things like the stories of greatness. I think that's absolutely fantastic. That's kind of what I wanted the channel to be when I first made the decision that it was going to be a proper YouTube channel and not just occasional training videos thrown up, because there's plenty of people doing that, and they're relatively popular. Some of those are very good. Some of the early Daniel Mendoza ones have had a lot of views, but they're quite old videos, so you'd expect them to. But vast amounts of research goes into those videos, weeks worth. And then you've got to kind of condense it all down and create a script that is coherent and tells the story of an entire, an entire professional career in the space of 10 minutes. And then you've got to find all the B-roll, all the cutaways, all the pictures, all the extra videos, all of that stuff, and put it together. So there's a huge amount of work in those, and so they don't do very well at the moment. And maybe it's just that YouTube isn't rewarding videos that focus on recreational violence. But then you look at people like Stephen Strangle's People, who's effectively come out of nowhere and is now huge. And you think, well, clearly that's not true. He's obviously doing something right. I don't want to be that kind of channel though. So I guess this video is really me asking you, what do you want to see? Do you want to see fight breakdowns? And a lot of people have said they really want fight breakdowns. They love the idea of looking at things from a catch wrestling perspective rather than a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu perspective. I did a catch wrestling breakdown fairly recently. Half an hour's video. It's a nice catch wrestling fight. It's still not hit 1,000 views. So it's like, well, do you know what? In all honesty, it's probably not worth it, because that was days and days of work. And yeah, if I'm making that kind of video, it's because people want them. That's not the kind of video I would make just for my own personal gratification. Huge amounts of work go into videos like that, and yeah. So I hope you can see where I'm coming from. So yeah, so stick something in the comments. Let me know, how would you like to see this channel grow? And what do you think we should be doing here to make it grow bigger, faster, become more lucrative? Now, a lot of people talk about making money from YouTube, and I figure it's only fair, before I sign off, just to give you a bit of context on this. On average, my YouTube channel makes a very small amount of money. It's fully monetized, and in reality, I make something like, I don't know, $50 to $100 a month from YouTube. And that's great, because effectively what it does is it pays my phone bill for me, and that's lovely. But when I look at some of the people out there who are making huge amounts of money, I follow one chap and he's literally just bought himself a brand new Range Rover, fully kitted out, and it's obviously wrapped rather than painted, but it's got his logos all over it, and half of the shots now are him driving to places in his own branded, and it's like, that would be lovely. But clearly, this kind of thing, historical recreational violence, is never gonna kind of compete with people like Peter McKinnon or Mr. Beast or Mark Rober. It's just not gonna happen. But I genuinely feel there's something here that could be of interest to a wider community, and I don't know what it is. Clearly I don't know what it is, otherwise it would be making more money and would be bigger. So yeah, you tell me, what do you think we need to do to make the English Martial Arts channel bigger and more successful? And yeah, I'll probably make another vlog about my personal training journey for the next video. Who knows?